cataracts. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm bugging. My bad, AJ.
Okay.
Oh, you got Sabi. I like that. That's smart. The cure to cataracts. Dr. Sabi, you got some good words here. Cure, cataracts, Sabi, alkaline. I don't see sight in here though. Go ahead, AJ.
I was just going to say I would change that the to how to
take that out.
How to cure cataracts. Because right now, when I put that up, what shows up if I search for it is cure cataracts without surgery. Now, this is a good thing. It's only 2 things that show up in YouTube when you're looking for that. It's how to cure cataracts for your dog and then how to cure cataracts without surgery, which is a good thing. That means that the fact that it's showing up, people are searching for that, but they are specifically looking for how to cure it without surgery or for a dog. So you nail that. That's you have a 50-50 chance that's what you're going to get the people who are looking for it. Because like if I search for this right now, this was done 3 years ago, 1 year ago, 5 years ago, 7 months ago, 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 6 months ago, but that's not even really tying to it. Right here, your video would be the most recent one if anybody was looking for that, and they obviously are.
Look at that over there. Those TubeBuddy settings, AJ, at the very top. He's got some green, a lot of green going on over there to the right.
Yeah, because it's very good. It's not a lot of search volume, and the competition is excellent because there's not that many people doing it.
Man, shit, you gotta. Healing, I was thinking about you too, man. Let me tell you what old people don't like.
Appreciate that, man.
And I'm telling you this lovingly. We don't like to listen to young people.
Man, I'm glad you admitted it. Yeah, for sure.
I'm just saying, you know who told me that? Ron LeGrand. He told me that. He was like, "I'm gonna tell you about making your videos. Old people, we don't like listening to young people." So I just think that's a hurdle, once again, lovingly. The hurdle just got to get over, man. That's all.
Why do you think that is, though?
Well, that's just because because you're at, and I deal with this as well too. I mean, I was young and I was 13 trying to teach choirs, and most of my people were double my age. They didn't want to listen to me because it's not to play on all the stuff that's going on with the inauguration, but it's a transfer of power. By the fact that they have to get information from you, that means to the majority of people, they are not in control anymore, which most people are scared of. So what I sit back and think when Kris was giving you that suggestion, you can still do the same thing, but talk to the people who are the caregivers of the older people.
That's a good point, man. Good point.
So anyway, like you're talking to their kids who are watching after their mom and dad that are having issues with their eyes.
Wow.
That's powerful.
That is, you know who does that, man? Kathy Guilford, I think. She comes on. There's a commercial talking about mom in the home or whatever. I forget the name of it. But they're not even talking about mom. The ad is talking to the kids.
Like the home for a place for mom.
They ain't even talking to mom. Like mom is irrelevant. They're talking to the kids. That's a good point. Anyway, Hurley, I just said when you came on last time or whenever it was, I'm like, the old people, they don't like, it's just a Ron LeGrand. He says it more eloquent than I can, but yeah, it's just challenging dealing with grumpy old people, brother, who are more willing to. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, wouldn't it have to be a little bit more, be in correlation with insecurity? Because I'm telling you right now, if a 7-year-old can teach me how to make $20 million, I will listen to that 7-year-old. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just dealing with help, of course. You dig?
Well, yeah, it depends on where you're at. Because like I deal with, like, I just had a call with a guy who's 67 years old, and he's listening to me on how to do video stuff. And I also have a 12-year-old that wants to listen. It's how you learn to develop that relatability and know your audience.
Yeah.
Like I did a video the other day that was talking about honestly, from a media ministry standpoint, it's a joke that we like Kris, same thing. We're in band. We had jokes about people who can't keep rhythm, who can't sing, who can't play. We know that as a music. So we'll say that's an inner circle joke. But how do you make that applicable to other people that is still funny, but you're not attacking them? And that's kind of like how you do it. So to words, you need to know that, hey, this video, I'm targeting the younger generation to talk about their parents who are knuckleheads that don't want to listen. But then if you want to make a video directly to them, you need to the actual people that need this information, you have to change and meet them where they're at, so that you're disarming them so that they don't have that, oh, what's this young blood like this. You could come into the whole point of like, you know what, I'm doing this video because I lost somebody important in my family to this. This is the reason why I'm talking about that. So it's not about I'm talking to you because I'm young and I know everything. I'm sharing this because I saw how this affected Aunt Mabel or Uncle blah, blah, blah.
Reason why.
This, yeah. Now you disarm them to now it's like, he's not just trying to tell me. He's saying this because he's seeking catharsis. He's trying to help because he saw the struggle of it.
Reason why. Do you have one of those for one healing?
I'm sorry, brother.
Do you have one of the reason why that you can share with your audience for
my grandmother, she had cataracts. And you know what too? And I remember in school, you know, I think it was like elementary is one of those things where they give you like, what is it like they give you, you know, the opportunity to see like, what is it like to live like people who have disabilities. And it was like one of these things you put on your eyes and it's like to see how people with cataracts see. And I'm telling you, it was not a fluid vision. You know what I'm saying? Like you really couldn't see well a lot. I was like, wow, this is something my grandma faces. And she faces that like literally every single day. And a lot of times that I remember, you know, just holding up a book or something, like she couldn't, you know, she'll be like, be struggling to read it. Like, oh, I always have to get my reading glasses and your reading glasses. And then it's just like, it should be normal print. And I really didn't feel comfortable really having to see her and struggle like that. Because if you see something right here, you should be able to see something right here. And you know what? It's like I was saying this, you know, we weren't born to have glasses, because if we were born with them, we would have had them when we came out the womb. That means we weren't supposed to have them. You know, put the body in nature and it will heal itself. But are you being nature? Are you being natural? Are you living a natural lifestyle?
But see, and I agree with you. I agree with you. But in that, now I know you're talking to us, but I could feel that if that's how you came off, I would go in defense mode, because like, it's almost like, yeah, I know he's right, but I don't want to admit that he's right.
I don't even want to think about that. I just get my glasses.
Well, yeah. And I think, and honestly, not trying to give you ideas, but what I thought about in that whole process while you were talking about that, you know how that's powerful to me. I would put something over my camera and force people to see from that perspective.
I like that.
To where like, oh my gosh, I can't see what's going on. And it's like, now you're doing a monologue of like, this is what my grandma had to experience.
Wow.
Do you see how difficult it is? You can't understand what I'm doing, this, and this. I mean, you know, you're a storyteller, you're a content creator, bless you, to where you're trying to show them that I'm on your side, and the information I'm giving is not just to line my pockets. I'm trying to help you with this little bit of knowledge that might make your day a little bit easier, life a little bit easier.
Yeah.
If you force people to be in their shoes, as in like, you know, put a disclaimer, this video effects are done for this video or something, some wording like that, and jack the video up to where like people can't see, they can only see partial stuff. And it's like, how would you like if this is how you saw it? Do you know, it's people, when you experience cataracts, this is how you view the world. Can you see? Do you see how not clear it is? And this, and this. And once you've identified with them, now they're like, man, this dude knows exactly what I'm going through. And you've disarmed them.
Wow.
That's powerful.
So show them that you can relate. Show them that you can
relate. Does it demonstrate? Yeah, whatever it is, demonstrate it.
It's like nobody knows how much you know until they know how much you care.
Yeah. Nobody cares how much.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. There you go.
Well, I feel that you care, man, just being young. And unfortunately, dog, I'm telling you this because, one, I love you. Two, I've been there.
I love you, brother. I love both of y'all. You hear me?
Yeah. Yep. So it's like, if you come, you know, almost like old people, we just, man, won't want to listen. So I think your approach is going to be everything for you.
And you see that too, like, because real talk, if we talking about just being old, like, you know what? The word old is synonymous with death.
Well, I'm just giving us a framework so people watching will know, I guess, how would I say it?
And you see that? And I get that. And I'm not saying that I'm nitpicking with you, but I'm saying that as far as, as for us, as our people, we really live for eternity, because healthy people do not die.
Yeah. So what would I reference people, what would I reference? A different generation? How would I say that?
A different generation? I mean, because we all can see qualities that we see within what is known as my age to your age. And, this whole thing is really trying to keep race of something that isn't existent. It's time.
Well, we don't forget, we still have to be relatable to people who understand what the hell we're saying.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I'm just saying, in that same mindset, yeah, I completely agree. There's certain views that I have that I know that I can't release that whole thing yet. Now, I'm not saying that you stop believing that. Like, I hear what you, and I agree with what you're saying, but some people can't handle a 12-pound steak at the very beginning. Okay. So in other words, you have to have stages of entry to where let people earn their way up to understand who you are and your mindset, the purpose for why you do what you do. So like, if I came off jump with my personality of what I really feel about media ministry and stuff, I turn people off immediately because I have a very strong opinion about it. But I don't tell everybody that. It's like, once you've earned your way to that level, like, for example, in your videos, a Facebook group to where you are dropping all this information. Again, this is in that store mentality. You are looking for people to be investors in what you're doing. You don't hit people from day one who walk into your store with that info. You're gonna run them off. And I really think that's what it is. You have great information, but sometimes you have to pull it back to make them, because people would rather you get more people around with the concept of loss than anything else. Of what FOMO, the fear of missing out. I mean, you can get all the info and just be like, man, this is this and this. You know what? If you want some more information, make sure you check out our Facebook group where we're talking about this and this. And then if they've made that next step, then you can drop it, if you're trying to do it like that. But like, if I go to Kris's video right now and he starts talking about, well, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to get a loan, you need to be able to do this, you need to do a lean. And I'm like, whoa, let me find somebody else, because that's great info, but I'm not there. That's too much.
Yeah, you ain't way there. I think healing is super sharp. I mean, dude, you know all this stuff, man. It's truly amazing what you have learned.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I had to study this, and and you know what too? It's a lot of study between books, and it has to do a lot of studying, like an in-depthness, like as far as within ourselves, because a lot of times if you go to these medical doctors and hospitals and whatnot, you say what?
They're gonna give you a pill.
Yes, you dig what I'm saying? They give you a pill and whatnot. And the thing is, they give you a pill, something for your eyes. They give you something for your eyes, but the side effects is you get a headache. So now that you got a migraine, they give you a pill for that. When you get the migraine, it's a side effect for your knee. And you see, and you just become a customer for life, because you see that they don't really cure things. And really, that word is a cure that you can get sued for. You can get the legal trouble, but you can use words and jump around. That's why we use a lot of stuff like reversing it and whatnot.
Sweet.
And I just think too, as far as like, it's just a misconception, because I think, there's stuff right there, put there right in front of you. Like when people say, like, they go to, people go to the hospital, the word hospital, the word hospice. Hospice is a place where people go when they're dying or close to state of death. So what sense does it make for people to give life at a place where there's a hospital, where there's death?
Wow.
So when people are going there to expect to get well out of hospital, their job is not there to get you well. It's in the word. It's in the context of it.
You might want to do a video on that too.